Hey crafty people, it's Tasha. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm sharing a multi-inking technique to get more than one colour in a single stamped image. The moment I saw this gorgeous butterfly snake image from the Meet Me at Midnight Taylor Swift kit that Erin Lee released, I just fell head over heels in love with it. I'm really not kidding. I just want to put this thing everywhere. I knew the first thing that I wanted to make with this was a Reputation Lover mashup, so that's what we're doing today. I'm adding an A2 panel of Nina Solar White into my Misty. There's a few different stamping tools available, and it is totally your preference which type you use, but you are going to need some sort of positioner to do this technique. I'm making sure my panel is pushed right down into the bottom left hand corner, positioning my stamp on the paper, then picking it up with the lid. I'm going to do the pink side first because I don't want to risk transferring any black ink onto my pink ink pad. So I'm masking off the snake or Reputation side with some heavy memo tape so that it's covered whilst I add pucker up ink over my butterfly wing. I'm making sure that I've got a really good amount of ink, and then I remove that tape. At the moment, the line between the two halves is really sharp and I want to soften it a little bit, so I'm just using an ink blending brush on that very edge, just dabbing it to soften it off a little. Now I can stamp it down and I've got a gorgeous pink butterfly for Lover. I'm cleaning off the leftover ink before placing down that tape again, but this time covering the butterfly wing. I'm using VersaFine Onyx Black ink for my Reputation snake, and I'm sorry that it's out of shot here, but I'm just inking it up and then removing the tape and softening that edge again. Now, every time I shut the lid, as long as I make sure my panel is always right down into that bottom left hand corner, my stamp will hit the exact same spot. So I've got a single image stamped in multiple ink colours. You can do this with as many colours as you want. Now I'm going to add the stamped portion of my sentiment. It reads, "Ooh, you and me, we got a big reputation," and I'm going to finish it with Lover to complement the Rep to Lover butterfly that I've got. So I'm checking that my die cut is going to fit before settling on where my stamping will be. And I'm just stamping this in the same VersaFine Onyx Black ink. I want to add a smaller butterfly coming off that pink side in the same ink, so I'm grabbing this little image from another of the stamp sets from the kit. Now, if you are interested in the kit, I have got an unboxing showing everything that you get, which I will link at the end of this video. Now that I'm done with the stamping, I can work on the die cut section. This pink holographic cardstock also comes with the kit, and I'm cutting my Lover scripty word from it. Now, this is a really fine die, so it can sometimes be a little tough to get the die cut out. I'm poking through the little holes with my reverse action tweezers until I can get hold of a part of it. Then I'm slowly and carefully peeling the die cut out, going back to poke through any holes as needed, and patience really is key here. Once it's free, I like to gently flatten and reshape it. Now I've cut a second one from some thick white cardstock, which I'm sticking behind my pretty pink one. This isn't necessary, but I do just like the dimension that it gives, so for me, I think it's worth the extra time. This die cut will slot in perfectly because I already tested that it would fit before I stamped the first part of the sentiment. Now, I'll go back in at the end with a black fine liner just to make sure that it's obvious how those two sentiments flow into each other. I've got these gorgeous colour shifting butterfly embellishments from Crafty Meraki, and I thought they would make the perfect addition to finish this card nicely. Before I risk wrecking my whole design, I'm practicing on some scrap cardstock, and then I'm adding a comma after Reputation. I want the sentiment to read, "Ooh, you and me, we got a big reputation, Lover." I love how this turned out. I've decided that I'm not going to be turning any of my Taylor Swift panels into cards because honestly I could never part with them. So instead I'm going to frame them all and use them as artwork that's going to decorate my new craft/office space. It's going to be a good few weeks until that's ready, but it gives me time to make even more beautiful things for it. As I mentioned previously, I've linked the unboxing for this kit above, so definitely check that out if you're interested in the kit. I hope you have a lovely, happy, safe, and wonderful week. Stay crafty. Bye.